video. We're back at SEMA with Rob from Legacy EV, and you brought something quite exceptional. So I want to hear everything about this truck, how you started the build, what system you're using, where this is going.
Awesome. No, this truck is near and dear to my heart. Started building the truck about 5 years ago. Just got it done. So it's one of those builds that would get put on the back burner every time there's something else going on. And as Legacy was growing, it was just always getting put aside, always getting put aside. So spent a lot of time on it this last year, got the build done, had a lot of partners who got involved and helped us out. So it's got a Revolt motor in it, runs about 600 horsepower. It's got APP battery packs, about an 82 kilowatt hour pack, a lot of AEM controls, BMS, East Side Rides came in, helped us out with the interior, pattern work on the roof. Yeah, and if you haven't seen any of the other content out there, man, it is a tire shredder, we'll just say.
So tell us more about the truck itself, how long you've had it, and how did you start the whole project originally?
So I bought a pile of parts from a buddy like 5 years ago, drove them to my house and said, all right, I'm gonna build this truck. And hadn't even started Legacy EV yet. It was just before starting Legacy.
Okay.
So had a shop, an Old Town Auto. We were building cars and not EVs, but I was thinking about it. And so when I got the truck, it was just supposed to be a shop truck. We were I figured I'd spend about 20 grand, you know, get it running again, that type of thing. I had a big block in the corner. It's like, we'll rebuild that motor and then this will be the truck. And then we started Legacy EV, and anyone who knows about the Red C10 that we built, sold it at Barrett Jackson. Well, we pulled a perfectly good working small block 350 out of that truck. And I was like, this is a running motor. I don't have time to rebuild the big block. Let's just put the small block in it. Kept working on the truck slowly. And then I got the idea about 1.5 years later, we're gonna paint it. We're doing a bunch of chassis work. I want to put an LS3 in it.
Okay.
And so that, so this chassis before the truck was done had a big block, a small block, an LS3, and then we just never got the truck done. So Legacy grew to a point where it was like, I can't finish this truck and not make it EV. Like, I can't have this much time and money invested into a build that I'm not trying something else that we hadn't done before. So was really excited about the APP packs. Those really just came to market in the last year and a half. The Revolt motor's been around a while, but for me and our team, it was the first system that we really started working and putting our own hands on. So yeah, that's really how it started and how it came to be an EV.
And so it was all built in-house at Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the fabrication, fitment. The only things that were done by third parties would be the paint work,
of course,
and the interior.
Okay. And the system for the suspension.
So yeah, for the suspension, it's on air ride, and I don't know, I'm probably going to change this, but at the time I said I want to do like traditional old switches. Like, I know it's air ride, it's not hydraulics, but I don't want the manifold with the presets. I want to actually
to play physically
hit switches instead of. But yeah, already I've barely even driven the truck, and I'm like, wait, that airlift manifold's pretty nice. I've got presets, you know what I mean? So I've tried to build this thing like I could daily drive it. Hence the windshield wipers. Most of the time you pull that stuff off vehicles like this because you're never going to drive them in that weather. But I live 3 miles from the shop, and really have tried to build this in a way that like I could daily drive it.
So this is obviously not your first build. You had the Cadillac first.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, going way back. Yeah, I'm trying to think. My first car that I customized is probably 78 Caddy. But if we're talking about Legacy and stuff we built, I'd say the Red C10 was the first thing we tore apart and made electric.
All right, let's check out the interior and the bed also. Did you keep most of the loading capacity, or it's more a show truck? You don't really move things around like a shop truck.
Yeah, with this truck, we decided to leave it open so that you could see the suspension, you could see all the EV components. Yeah, but weight distribution, that's something we're talking about, because we've got the battery pack, up against the cab, in the bed, in front of the rear tires. You know, it's got a 4-link. It's got like the suspension and the way this thing hooks up with the weight distribution is pretty exciting.
So how much does this weigh? Did you notice?
You know what? I'm going to blame the SEMA crunch, but we have not put this on scales. So I actually don't know our weight distribution. The red C10 that we did was extremely similar to this in battery pack size and motor placement. And we were 55% on the rear tires, 45% on the front tires.
And I remember the red truck was a showstopper, especially because when you lifted the hood, there was nothing underneath. You have a huge amount of room. So on this one, obviously, you have the pack also in the front, and you have the suspension setup that takes quite some room. But yeah, I mean, this is the most fantastic short track you could want. So what's the plan? Obviously, it's finished now. Are you going to enter shows? What's the plan?
Yeah, so when we're done here at SEMA, we're going to take it to Dino's Get Down.
Oh, yes.
Really excited about that show. If you've never been to Dino's Get Down, go check it out. It's an awesome truck show. After that, we'll definitely show it, but I'm excited to drive it. I've been waiting over 5 years, daydreaming about driving this truck. So I will definitely be driving it. I won't feel bad if it shows up at a show with a couple rock chips or something. Obviously, I want to keep it nice, but I did build it to drive. So.
And so all the panels are original? They're the one you bought from your friend, or did you have to replace some components?
Well, yeah, that's a funny thing because, you know, all these original panels, me not being a body and paint guy, I look at something and I'm like, oh, that's clean. It just, you know, that little dent in the hood, they just need to, you know, they can pull that out. And 9 times out of 10 with a truck like this, when you can get all these body parts pre-stamped, ready to go, they still need body work, don't get me wrong. They're a better starting point. So yeah, most of these panels are new, with the exception of the cab. The cab's not, the cab's the original cab. But yeah, man, I even thought I had 2 good doors. And I remember the guy doing the body work was like, if we just get 2 doors, we can. And so yeah, every time I turned around, we were buying more body panels, and it was pieces of a chassis, a cab, and a bunch of stuff that I ended up not using.
Just what you needed to start the project, so
yeah. Because once I start something, I'm all about finish. It's like, we got to finish. We talk about it as a team at Legacy all the time. Like, what are you going to finish today? What do we like? Let's be finishers. And it's easy to start something. It's hard to finish. So I knew once I bought it, it was going to happen. It was a pretty cheap gateway drug, really. It was like,
that's one way to make it work.
Yeah, one of my best friends had 2 or 3 projects going on, and I was like, let me do the C10, and how much do you want for the, you know, and he gave me a price, and I was like, oh, I don't even have to run that one by the missus. I'm just gonna do it, and then here we are. So.
No, let's check out the interior because it's just as amazing as the exterior. So obviously your shop did it for you. Did you design the main lines and the seats you wanted, or you let them do that?
I would say, for me, the going with bucket seats and a modern custom fit center console was something I wanted that would make it feel usable. Like when I go to work in the morning, I got a cup of coffee. When I want to be able to throw stuff in the glove box, and so that was, if you say design, that was my design requirement. I wanted to feel, I want bucket seats, so I feel like I'm kind of held in place. And then, as far as color concepts and stuff like that, what steering wheel we went with, that was my plan or my design. The upholster I was thinking diamond plate. He asked, let's go honeycomb. I agreed with that for this vehicle. And yeah, I would say it was a joint effort to get it done, but ultimately, yeah, from a design perspective, this whole truck is exactly what I wanted it to be. And so that's kind of a vulnerable spot, to be honest. We build a lot of stuff that somebody else's, I have to work with what they want to build. Where this, I didn't have to appease anybody. I could just do what I wanted to do. And so I'm like, man, this is like kind of putting it out there. Like, this is what I like it or not. This is
and even in the grand scheme of things, 5 years for a short truck is not silly. I mean, especially building a business all around it while you build this is quite impressive.
Yeah.
And the last touch is the the fully painted roof also. Did you design this also?
I did not design it. I said, we looked at the hood. If you look at the body lines of the hood, and said, can we kind of incorporate that into the patterns? And I've just always felt like this truck, the body lines of it, it just kind of has this cap sitting there that you got to do something cool with. And so wanted to do patterns, tried to kind of work off of the hood and what's going on there, and then played with the idea of, do we do patterns in more places on the car? And I just felt like, no, I think I want to just stick with leaving patterns on the hood. Or on the
so
cab.
was it top shop then? Was there any more drastic changes to the bodywork?
No, I mean, it has a body drop and the chassis is highly modified so that with air ride it can lay frame. But other than that, bumpers are where they're traditionally at. No other body modifications. All right, so because we built this truck with the plan that I want to daily drive it, it really does have everything. Not just heat, air conditioning, heated seats, power steering, nice stereo. So, you know, we even went as far as to put the windshield wipers on it just in case I get stuck in the rain. So yeah, the truck's definitely been built in a way that that it's got everything that a modern OEM vehicle would have. And also, I was going to say we started working on this truck even before Legacy EV started as a company, and we just celebrated Legacy EV's 5-year anniversary in October. And so to be working on this truck that whole time, it's just been great vibes in the shop, getting this truck running right around that 5-year anniversary, and just how many memories everyone on the team has working on this truck, around the truck. It's been cool to get it going.
So guys, if you like what you saw today, make sure you check out legacyev.com, and if you want any EV training, also check out legacyev.com.
All right, so for anyone who doesn't know who Legacy EV is, dig in, check out our website. Everything from if you want a build done, you can reach out to us. We'll build your car for you. If you need parts for a build that you're doing, you need support, we have applications engineers on standby who can take support calls with you, and we also put on training. So we're here to help. We want to see other shops building cool cars, and if you just want a really cool car built and you want us to do it, give me a call.
Would you believe me if I told you you can do a radical change to your car in less time it takes to supercharge your Tesla? Let's check it out. I have partnered with Halo Black to create a custom design that hides your old rim and replace it with a nice flush disc that not only protects your rims but also improve efficiency. First step is to install the hub. It just goes in. You can push this in, tighten it by hand, then you use a special tool. Here we go. Next step is just to open the disc, and this one is the custom design one. 88 miles per hour, because when this baby hits 88, you're gonna see some serious. Next step is simply to screw this on, and because this is the right side of the car, screw anti-clockwise, and you use the tool to lock it in. And to secure the whole thing, you screw on one very last screw. All right, it only took 12 minutes, which is well less than it takes the Tesla to supercharge. So in the next few weeks, I will know if efficiency has actually improved. But in the meantime, you can order your own set of discs. And again, you can use any numbers, any letter you want, up to 25 characters, and use the code below. But more importantly, send us your photos of your Tesla with your Halo disc.